What is something about yourself that sounds totally made up but is 100% real? My dad kidnapped me and took me to Singapore for very malicious purposes, I'm sure you could imagine. I was 15 and my dad literally had fake documents and suitcases filled with random clothes. When we got there we went to a sketchy hotel and after 15 minutes he went to the bar. A bit after that, some guy just walks in. I was confused but he began muttering saying I was too pale and too old and he left. I called my dad but he didn't answer so I climbed out through the window and went to the police. My dad was on the drug task force and he did a stake out from our living room window for the house across the street from us. His co-workers and himself were in our living room with all the equipment needed and when they sent in the undercover person they caught on tape the person saying, "We have to be careful fucking, Dad's name, across the street is a cop." Everyone burst out laughing and almost disrupted the investigation. I was about 8 at the time and thought I was a total badass because I got to help my dad in an investigation. I once won a $500 raffle during a routine visit to my local tea shop. It was the building's annual Black Friday event and there were 5 baskets with varying amounts of goods, services, and coupons. I needed tea, so my only stop was the tea shop. It cost me $20 to fill my tins, but they said raffle tickets were given out after a $25 purchase. I said, fuck it, and got a hot tea for me and the woman in line behind me. Entered with that one ticket. I got a call a few days later saying I won the top prize basket. When I went to claim, they asked about my purchases. I told them and they said the drawings had over 1,000 tickets and many people had over a dozen entries. The raffle prize included $25 to the tea shop. My grandfather got an award from Mussolini in 1935. He was just born with 6.3 kilograms, 13 pounds 14. 2 ounces, and was awarded the award of Italy's biggest baby. Edit, wow, I didn't expected it to blow this way. Thanks for the silver, /u/xx sandwich xx, https://www. reddit.com/u/xx sandwich xx. Also, since some people asked, my great-grandma also worked as a cleaning lady one day before he was born. He was born December 24th, and she worked until December 23rd of that year. And if you think my grandpa was big, recently a baby was born in India with 6.7 kilograms, 14.77 pounds, and the world record was for another Italian baby, born in 1955 with flippin' 10. Nobody knows why I'm half blind, not even who. I went blind in my left eye when I was 7, my optic nerve atrophied. There is no explanation as to why. I have had everything tested, and my body was at the time, completely normal. I've had plenty of tests, met far too many experts, I've had several specialists come to hospitals near me to inspect me and all sorts, and I've had far too many tests and the answer is, well, it just happened, we guess. There's plenty more, my life kind of reads like some kind of awful sitcom or something. But the eye thing is the easiest to digest. Edit, about the who bit, at one point the guy in charge of looking after me etc. took my file to a WHO conference or something and came back with a load of blanks. Fun. My ex and I were having a huge argument in a hotel parking lot, my friend and ex's dad were there as witnesses. 2 big buses pulled up and Justin Bieber got off one of them with a security guard and walked right past us. I was crying and my ex was yelling at me and JB said, and I quote, "Hey, stop that." My ex yelled back at him, "White PPL shouldn't have dreads," and Justin just got onto the other bus his guard. My friend was cracking up saying, "Was that Justin Bieber?" And sure enough, some people in his entourage or whatever were staying at that hotel and he was in town that night for a concert. TLDR, Justin Bieber told my ex to stop yelling at me, and then my ex yelled at him. I rappelled off the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada to paint the top white. Edit, I did not expect that much of a reaction. So cool little detail. We were anchored at the very top, get in and out through hatches up there. When you went down a bit and has enough rope above you, you could kick out, seeing right out into open air above the city. If you kicked out at an angle when you came swinging back to miss the tower and end up circling it, winding your rope around the tower, it's relatively thin up there maybe, and then you'd unwind and circle back the other way. It was like flying 1,800 feet above the city. I miss that job. I cannot see images in my mind's eye when I imagine something. It's called aphantasia and it's a relatively new concept that is still currently being researched, I believe. If you were to tell me to close my eyes and imagine an apple, I do not see the apple. I see black LOL. I know what an apple looks like through memory, and I can describe an apple, but I cannot see it in my mind. Almost all of my imagination consists of conversations, verbal remarks, and music. If someone asks me to recount a memory of a concert, for instance, I don't see the stage or how it was set up, but I instantly recall the music.